By Tennis with the Cause is brought to you by Lakewood National. Lakewood National. Golf, tennis, spa, home.
Hi, tennis fans. The Cause here with you for another half hour inside the world of tennis. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Lakewood National Golf Club is the area's newest luxury community. This gated 900-acre wooded enclave features 36 holes of Arnold Palmer-designed golf, 8 Har-Tru lighted tennis courts, a practice court with a self-returning ball machine, dedicated pickleball courts, and 2 Har-Tru bocce ball courts, as well as state-of-the-art fitness center, a luxurious Utopia spa, grand clubhouse, resort-style swimming pool, and homes for every style of living. Built by Lennar, America's leading developer of quality luxury communities. Stop by today for a tour at 17605 Lakewood National Parkway off of State Road 70. Or log on to lakewoodnationalgc.com to learn more about the resort quality lifestyle that awaits you at Lakewood National Golf Club.
I'm Patrick McEnroe, and you are Inside Tennis with the one and only, the Cause.
Hi, tennis fans. Terrific as always to be with you. Trust that everyone had a super New Year's celebration and has gotten off to a great start of 2020. Busy times on the Sun Coast, within the Sunshine States, and throughout the country. Had a marvelous time covering the Little Mo Internationals at PGA National Resort and Spa in West Palm Beach, with a record 500 players from 50 countries. So what's new on the show today? Well, we have another great one for you as we visit the 30th annual Chris Evert Pro Celebrity, where Chris has raised over $25 million for abused women and children in South Florida. It will be a fun time with the stars of tennis and some of today's greatest entertainers. You will also share in the pure love of the game as you witness some of the best father-son teams participating in the USTA National Senior Father-Son Clay Court Championships at the Landings Racquet Club. You will witness some of the game's greatest junior players embarking in pro tennis stardom with the Eddie Herr International Championships at IMG. You will participate in the excitement of the Lakewood National Tennis Giveaway drawing, and we will keep you tennis educated with our Lakewood National Tennis Tips with Nate Griffin. So let's get it launched with the Chris Evert Pro Celebrity Classic, presented by Chase Private Clients. Chris, 30 years and $25 million later, did you ever dream, imagine you would reach this pinnacle?
No, I didn't know that this would be going on for 30 years. This is incredible. But every year, it just gets more successful, and we get more and more support from the community. And, I think
the numbers keep growing also to do this and attend.
And my friends, the players on the tour and my celebrity friends keep loving this weekend. So, it's really a lot of fun, but it's for a great cause, and so it has everything in it.
She's the ultimate altruistic champion and legend, not only on the court but off the court. She cares about people and people with challenges and people that need to, have the funds and the resources to get better and overcome serious issues, more serious than tennis matches. So that's the important part of what Chris has really left as a legacy, and I'm so proud that she invites me and honored that I could be part of this. And I'm from Boca, and I know she's been living in Boca forever, so we have a good friendship, and I'm so happy to help her out here. Yeah, she's doing great.
Learning from her through the years of how to give back, how do you use your gift as a tennis player to raise money and help others in the world that need help, and not a handout, but a help up, a hand up.
You know, it's so fun to get to hit across the net from Chris Evert, who's become a friend over these years. I hope my tennis has gotten better. I started, I could barely hit a ball, and I think I've gotten better. And we won in a tie-break, and we were 5-2 down. So, but I think the pros, they massage the points. So like
He's off a bit.
Yeah, they want to make it more equal and more fun. So I appreciate that, their patience with us, with me and Seal. I think Seal played amazingly. And he's such a nice guy, and we're gonna hit back in LA, and it's just a lot of fun to get away from the studio and get out in the sunshine and help a charity, help Chrissy's charity. It's just an all-round win-win for everybody this weekend.
I would practice about an hour a day whenever I had spare time. So when we weren't filming or I wasn't traveling, I was on the court. I found a great local professional who was on the Portuguese junior team. His name is Renato. So that was always fun because I would be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I have to go see Renato. And we practiced about maybe 10 times before this. But I'm going to keep practicing all year, so next year I'm going to be even better. I went from really terrible to just terrible, and next year I hope to be mediocre.
Scott, you walk around here and you carry yourself with a few sticks. You look like a player, you are a player. How much fun at your level is it to come here and exchange some even strokes with the guys?
Oh, this is a dream come true. You know, as a kid, I played tennis growing up. I watched Chrissy, I watched Martina, I watched all these guys. You know, I lived all around the world, and tennis was sort of the one constant. We lived in Japan, and I'd watch Wimbledon, and we lived in Australia, I watched Wimbledon, and it was my dream to become a tennis player. I never made it, but to get to do this is the second best, you know?
Some people keep growing in every dimension. Sophistication. Patrick.
You like the look? You like
I
the
love
glasses?
the look. Very, very.
I try to make myself look erudite. You know,
I love the word. You took that out of my halfway out of my
I heard you
tongue.
about to say it, so that's why I said it. You know.
How much fun.
I like to repeat what you say, guys.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I repeat what you lived. The family life that you've had, the lifestyle that you give other families, very, very impressive. And the time you find for events like this. What's it mean to come down and support your booth sidekick?
That's right. Well, Chrissy's 1 in a million. We know that. Maybe 1 in a billion. And, you know, the guy picked me up at the airport today, and I was chatting with him. He said,
you were picked up?
I was picked up, believe it or not. This is a fancy event here. And the gentleman said to me, oh, I drive Chrissy all the time. She's unbelievable. She's just a ball of fire. You know, she just keeps on going. So it's amazing to support her event. She supports our event at the McEnroe Academy up in New York for our kids. So what she's been doing here in South Florida for 20 plus years now has been unbelievable. So it's always a privilege and a pleasure to come support it. It's a lot of fun, and as I said, Chrissy's something else.
You know, this is one of the nights that we get to dress up, and Chrissy always has this beautiful gala event, and we get to dress up and try our best to look as good as possible.
Well, she sets the stage and you perform.
Thank you.
Renee.
Thank you.
Stunning once more.
Thanks, Cos. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here.
Oh,
okay.
Thanks for having me.
Okay.
You are the scout of talent for Nike. What kind of talent do you have an eye on here from the celebrities playing tennis?
Oh, I got an eye on you. I've watched you for a long time, right? No, they definitely got Eddie Heron Orange Bowl coming up, so I'll be at both those events. Looking for new and upcoming kids and pros that we don't have that I think that we should have, and it'll be interesting. It's been an awesome experience, and you know, it's such a great company to be a part of, and I was with them for a long time and built such great relationships, and it's amazing the relationship you make through tennis.
I mean, you know, everything she's done for the community for so many years. I mean, it's something that I put on my schedule, and I make sure that I'm available for it because it's just such a wonderful cause to help people that are struggling. And you know, for me as a huge tennis fan, to be able to share the court with Martina Navratilova and Chris Evert and Vince Spadea and, you know, all these people, Johnny McEnroe last year, it's just a dream come true.
Well, you know, we didn't know what we started when we played the first time in Akron, Ohio in 1973. And I'm sure Chris didn't know what she started when she started doing this event 30 years ago. So, you know, it's always about taking that first step, and you never know where it's going to take you. And what Chris has done with her charities, raising over $20 million, well over $20 million, astonishing. So it's nice to be able to be a part of it, contribute in a small way, but Chris does all the heavy lifting, so I give her all the credit.
The tennis world sees immense happiness in your face. What does this game continue giving you?
Oh, still learning, you know. I'm still, because the game has evolved or changed. I don't know what evolved, but it's just so different now with the rackets. Just the other day I played in a doubles tournament at my club. We played with wooden rackets. I could barely get the ball over the net. It was so hard.
Got strings?
But it was so hard to get the ball where you wanted to go. So I marveled at our skill back then, and now of course they're hitting the ball harder, more spins and everything, but the rackets are so forgiving. You can find spaces on the court that you never could find before. So it allows you to be more imaginative, but it's also very forgiving. So, you know, I play once a week maybe, and I hit the ball so much better than I have a right to because the equipment makes it so much easier to hit the ball well. So I'm grateful for that. And the game just gives me pleasure still. And like I said, I'm still learning, and I love it. You know, I love it. I love watching it, and I love performing.
Well, the big thing with Navratilova, to me, she's the greatest of all time. Not just a singles player, not just a doubles player, but a mixed doubles player. I mean, she has, 59 Grand Slams?
Yes, 59.
59 Grand Slams. So I'm 53 years old, so she has more Grand Slams than years I've been alive. And to me, she's the greatest of all time. I mean, the way she played, the way she evolved as a mentally tough player, a very smart player, savvy but strong. Longevity-wise, she played late into her career and played everything. She played Fed Cup. She played every situation in the game and promoted the game. To me, overall, her body of work is extraordinary.
I'm John Lovitz, and you're Inside Tennis with the Cause.
Tennis fans, thanks for staying with us. Hope that you enjoy the remainder of the show with the Eddie Herr International and our National Father-Son Clay Court Championships. Nick Bollettieri, how big of a deal is it to have the world's largest junior tennis tournament at the world's most comprehensive athletic and academic training center, IMG?
Well, I'm glad that you brought out not only athletic, but a big stress on academic. In fact, IMG just added another wing to the school. And what's important is when you watch the Eddie Herr tournament, and a lot of good youngsters, still 98% should go on to college for a couple of years, because the Pro Tour is very different physically and mentally. The game today is much more physical, and you can no longer have a weakness in the modern game today.
Winning this, if you have a good week down at the Orange, you could be finishing the year at number one. What's that mean to you?
I won the Eddie Herr, so if I stay good in Orange Bowl, I take the number one. So I play point by point, tournament by tournament, day by day. So my motivation always is the same. I want to be number one in the world. So this is a learn for me, you know. This is a junior.
Well, you came in unseeded. You got to the finals. It was a great takeaway week. What are you looking forward to taking away from this event? The two of you were representing Argentina, your country. How cool was that?
Yeah, I think it was a very nice week for me and for Thiago too. It was a very great final. He's a great fighter, and he take the match today. I just need to congrats him and thanking me in the next week, because we have another tournament and another opportunity next week.
Well, they keep producing big-time future champions. Today, we were watching ITF players. You see a home for them on the Pro Tour soon?
I think so. Tiriante, I was talking to his opponent, Bertaga, and we agreed that was probably an ATP forehand that we saw on the court today. It was a big weapon, and it won him a lot of important points.
Injuries took you off the scene for a number of months. Had to go through qualies, ranking dropped to the 300s. So, how big of a moment is this for you? Eva?
I don't have any words. I'm honest. I don't know what to say because I was thinking about it. I mean, I started playing qualies, and I just hoped I'm getting into the main draw. I don't even think about the first round. I just wanted to win qualies, and that was the goal. And I passed, and now I'm in the finals, so don't know how that happened.
Yeah, so we met in Osaka, I think, the first time. That's in Japan. It was a few weeks ago, and I lost to him in doubles. And I thought he played quite well, so I don't know, I thought he was a decent guy, no, good guy, and then I decided, okay, let's try it, let's give it a try. So I asked him if he'd like to play with me, and I'll do it for you once or twice, orange ball as well, but then maybe a better player, I don't know, but he was, I don't know, that's what he played with me.
Well, let's hear it from Alex. What is the chemistry like? What do you like about the chemistry that you feel between the two of you?
Like, he's a good guy. I mean, every time we play together, like this tournament, he was always pumping up. So, I don't know. It's like good chemistry. Yeah, I don't know.
I've never seen more 20-ball rally doubles matches than that. There were extended points. What was the strategy going in? More outlasting them or outblasting them?
It was definitely outlasting them because that one girl, she was ripping the ball. She really was going for it. So we just stayed as solid as we could and then used it to our advantage.
I see. Was the match more influenced by what was happening at the net or at the baseline? It was a nice combination, but I thought the net play contributed to that victory.
Yeah, I think so too. I think we definitely had to be more solid on the back than more matches and still look to be aggressive up in the net. And I'm sure we had a few more opportunities up at net that we didn't capitalize on, but I think we did a good job.
When you play, you sometimes don't only play for yourselves, you play for your coaches, you play for your families. This one, you were playing for your country. It was a United States host. What's that feel like to put it in the books for the USA?
It's pretty cool. We were playing two non-Americans, so it's always kind of nice when you can take it home on your own land. So it was good.
Doesn't happen often, but it happened in the girls' 14s. We had a double winner, winning the doubles, winning the singles. How good is that for representing all court play, singles and doubles for one player coming through?
Yes, Kayla Cross from Canada had a great tournament. And doing it as the number one seed is often quite difficult. So good for her. She told me she lost in the second round last year, and so she wanted to show everybody how much she's improved, and I think she did that.
You won the last point in singles in the age group, didn't you? That means you won the title. So what's double celebration feel like?
It's really amazing to win both, and especially with a new partner. It's great, and we got along so well. As soon as we met each other, she has, as you said, an all-court game, so it really worked really well, and she was really good from the back, so it gave me opportunities to poach, and vice versa. I would give her opportunities, and we both just worked together really well.
What was the chemistry like? Nicola?
I think really good thing was that Kayla plays with left hand, so her serve was really good. Then also great volleys, and maybe we also did a very good job from the baseline.
Well, look, I think these players are amazing, and especially, I know we watched a lot of the 18 and unders now, but the 12 and unders, I cannot believe how good some of these kids are. They look like little adults ripping the ball. You didn't see that back in my day, obviously. So
just you, though.
I was the first one
ripper.
doing it. Well, that was why I was doing well when I was young. So it's nice to see that the game has evolved to that in a sense, although it worries me that you don't see the variety anymore that we used to see. You don't see many people coming in. You don't see that skill as a lost art.
I enjoy running the tournament. This is my 14th year being a part of it. The membership embraces the tournament, and that's a huge thing for the players. We actually assign ambassadors, we call them ambassadors, to each team, and they're kind of like a concierge and their biggest fan while they're here.
I'll never lose the passion. The question is, will I have the physical capacity to do it? But yeah, it's fun. I love it. It's a great lifestyle. and I've got one of the best players in the country as a partner. So,
well, you know how to pick partners, that's for sure. Jeff, what's it mean to team up with a guy with this much passion for the game and know it's the biggest gift you could give him to reach half of that passion?
I know, it's amazing. I didn't think he'd still be doing it, and we'd still be playing. We're 6 years playing in the 80 and over, so it's pretty awesome.
You know, it takes me back to my college days, which were a long time ago, 50 years ago, and to get the opportunity to spend with Oliver and the team has been really special for me.
Absolutely. How much of a gift is it for you to have your dad helping with the coaching and earn the respect of all the young players there? That's rather cool.
Yeah, it's last year was, pretty special. I think for sure just having that extra helping hand with any team is awesome to have, especially at the Division III level. So we're able to give a lot more individual attention. And at the beginning of the year when we had our meetings with the team, at the end I was like, does anybody have any questions about this year, the seasons? And they were like, they only had one question. They said, is Chip coming back?
It's a wonderful feeling. I'm very, very proud of both of them. They've all done wonderful things with tennis and their families, and so very, very proud of them. Couldn't be happier.
So you're a lifetime player. Didn't mean to cut you off there, but we have a very important question here, because my question to Dean is, when did he first start taking sets from you? When do you think it was, Dean?
Oh gosh, not till I was in the 18 maybe at the best, because this guy plays 6 days a week. You can't keep up with him. He's amazing. So my tennis idol. I wish to be like him one day. I can only hope. So he's an amazing man.
Jimmy and Jay, you've done it all together in tennis. College coaching, club proing together, national titles, 9 in the father and son. Now you're playing senior tennis. What's this gift of tennis mean to the two of you to be able to share it?
Dave, it means all the world. I played a lot of mixed doubles with my mom growing up, so it's a third generation of Wanakers playing tennis together, and we've had a great time.
When you get ready for a match, who coaches whom on this team?
Well, I think it used to be Jimmy coaching me, and now I think the roles have kind of reversed a little bit, but we've definitely had to adapt over the years. I remember when we first started playing, I was young and emotional, and Jimmy would have
You're still young, my friend.
Well, Jimmy would have to keep me in check, and now I think, we kind of are mutual, pick each other up and complement each other well.
Luke and I played this tournament in 2002 when I was 60.
Yeah, just great quality time with my dad. He's a tennis fanatic. He's been playing a lot of tournaments over the last 40 years. He just turned 80, and so we thought try to give it a run and play some national tournaments.
Love. I just kept kissing him, and we play well.
We have played 18 tournaments since I turned 70, and we have never had a single argument. And I'm a tough cookie. He is sweet. God touched him.
He's playing together.
Love playing together. We laugh even when we mess up. We laugh. I kiss him during matches. It's a joy.
Well, father and son is a great time. It's competitive, but it's the time for us to spend together. We love being here, and I think my longevity is a lot because I love hitting balls. Brian Godfrey came over here and hit with me, and Harold Solomon and I continue to hit, and many of the people, they get tired of the game, but I just enjoy hitting tennis balls.
They like hitting with this guy because he doesn't know how to miss.
Well, that's one of my strengths. Not fast, but I'm fairly steady.
Jeff grew up in a tennis legend family. What was that like, and how much inspiration was that along the way?
It was fun. I've had an older brother who was a year older than me, so we were a very competitive family growing up playing. It was a lot of battles back and forth. We gradually learned we could not keep score when we played, so that's how we just learned to hit a lot of balls back and forth, because we just could not keep score between all of us. So, but it was fun, and I'm kind of the only one that still continues to play.
Teams are good. We're very fortunate to end up winning 3-3 set matches. It doesn't always happen. It doesn't always go your way. But I got a partner here that kind of refuses to lose and keeps competing, and I kind of ride his coattails, and it's been a good ride.
Never anyone else winning 7 events here in one age group. Congratulations, Pop, son.
Thank you.
Thanks. No, it's if this guy keeps holding up, and I get this better, we're gonna keep trying to come back. But as you said, the competition's getting tougher, so we're gonna have to keep training.
Our members, they look forward to it every year. They just can't wait for this tournament to start. They have great relationships with these players over the years, and it's just so exciting for them. And it's great because it's at the beginning of our season, so it really gets them pumped up to come out and practice and play, and it's a perfect situation.
Hey, it's time for our Lakewood National Tennis giveaway drawing, which includes 3 clinics with Nate Griffin and the staff, plus a 1-hour private training session with the Cause. So let's see who the lucky person is going to be. Riley Costigan. Congratulations, Riley. We will be in touch. And I'm looking for a national champion, and it could be you. Stop by the Lakewood National Information and Sales Center at 5518 Palmer Circle at Lakewood National to register. Tennis fans, mark your tennis calendar for January 11th and the USPTA Lessons for Life, benefiting Beyond the Spectrum at Lakewood National Golf Club. See you there.
Hi there, Nate Griffin, the Director of Racket Sports here at Lakewood National Golf Club in Lakewood Ranch, Florida. I want to give you a tip today about doubles positioning and being a little bit more aggressive at the net. Sometimes we can get a little too defensive and stand a little too close here to the doubles alley, and we get caught doing this during the point. What I want you to do is get a little more aggressive, even if you get beat down the alley, but come over a couple of steps and be looking to take the middle of the court on some shots and make some moves to the middle and do some poaching, but give a little bit more space in this doubles alley and make it a little more difficult for your opponent to hit an easy ball down the middle. Hope you enjoyed this tip. So remember, stay aggressive in doubles and give up a little more of the doubles alley so you can be a little bit more offensive in the middle of the court. See you next time.
Tennis fans, great to have you with us on Inside Tennis with the Cause. We love our sponsors, and you will too. Stop by and see them. But until then, remember, in tennis scoring, love means nothing, but love of the game means everything. Keep alive your love of the game. Love you, tennis fans, and we'll see you right here every Saturday, 12:30 on SNN.
Inside Tennis with the Cause has been brought to you by Lakewood National. Lakewood National. Golf, tennis, spa, home.